You be looking at all the goddamn rooms and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and Is that two kissing?
Andre 3000 just stepped into the chat and finally spilled the tea about why he ran away from the industry and never looked back. And it turns out it's actually because Diddy allegedly diddied him too at some point. Apparently, allegedly, these freak-off parties were some kind of initial ritual that all these rappers had to go through in order to earn their place in the industry. According to sources who were close to Andre at the peak of his career, he wasn't able to bring himself to keep indulging in these wild ritualistic freak-offs, and that's why he ran away from the industry at the peak of his career and has refused to release music since. He knows he'll be sucked into all of it again once he starts making music, and he doesn't want to open that door at all.
Being famous really sucks, man. Like, it's so unhuman. Like, I can't remember his name, but there was this classical pianist that said it's actually unnatural and actually detrimental to a human to have that much admiration, because it actually changes the way you think. It changes the way you move. I'm coming to grips with it, I think, because I'm older now. Like, I really see it as I'm just being used for something.
For a long time, people didn't even realize that the reason Andre ran away from the industry, despite undeniably having a successful career, was because of the Diddler. People just assumed he probably made enough money and felt like it was time to retire and live his life off camera. That was until a few years ago when he hinted at Diddy and some other industry freaks using their money and power as an excuse to do depraved things, like forcing other people to partake in those acts despite them not wanting to. He said, "The problem with being successful is you can do whatever you do times 10 and no one to stop you. You can easily go down the wrong path and you get into that place, and the thing that brings you out is other people." Around the same time this interview came out, there were rumors circulating that the reason why Andre was saying these things was because he allegedly saw some inhumane things at Diddy's parties, and some of the things he saw made him realize that the industry was just not for him. He knew he couldn't indulge in those things, so he quietly stepped out and never looked back. One person reacted to this by saying, "I still need to know what he saw when he walked in the room at that Hollywood party that made him leave the industry." Another person said, "Maybe getting bottomed is the reason Andre 3000 left the music industry that night he went to the private invite party." The rumors got even worse when an old video of Katt Williams' 2004 comedy special went viral, and in the video, he was blatantly talking about the time he was forced to attend a freak-off party, but as soon as he got there, he was disgusted and immediately left. Interestingly enough, Andre was in the audience when Katt said this, and you could see Katt looking in Andre's direction when he was saying it. Andre can also be seen laughing the whole thing off, but people believe he and Katt probably talked about this in private before the show, and Katt decided to use it for the special to bring more people's attention to the things that were happening.
Be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and
But it doesn't stop there, because there was another interview that Andre did that recently went viral, and in this interview, he talked about what led to the decline of his interest in music. He didn't get too much into detail, but it was clear he wanted to say more than he was saying. In fact, he said he wasn't the same man he used to be, and that he doesn't even know who he is anymore as a person.
The process like making music these days, do you make much? Not so much? How would you say?
I haven't been making much music, man. My focus is not there. My confidence is not there. I tinker a lot. Like, I'll just go to a piano and I'll set my iPhone down and just record what I'm doing.
People feel like whatever happened to Andre must have really broken the hell out of him for him to just give up on his music career and lose all his musical interests like that. I mean, artists don't just wake up and forget how to create music. Something usually traumatic happens that leads up to that, and people believe that this time around, Diddy was the one behind it. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "I love Andre and I knew something happened. I'm blown away as to how big this whole thing really is. How widespread this all is. Scary. I absolutely think Diddy is guilty of among other things. There's no way that the same fortune will get to you, especially after you sacrifice your own integrity in order to make it to that level." Another person said, "Hey, Diddy the one that told Andre to take his shirt off on Players Ball video that he directed back in 93 or 94. He told Dre that he was a symbol and to take his shirt off." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Diddy allegedly messing with Andre too? And do you think Andre allegedly being scared of Diddy is what made him decide to run away from the industry? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.